No, Skipper. Now, if we're looking at the picture and we're making predictions about what the story is about, we can obviously see a dog. He's sitting outside on a deck. In the background, would that be possibly his kennel? You can see his water bowl. We've got a bird sitting in his water bowl. We can see that the door is shut. And you can also see that he's got quite the inquisitive face. He's really looking. You can tell he's really thinking about something. Or maybe that's his face, which is let me in face. No, Skipper. Oh, what's this piece of punctuation called? Exclamation mark. By Sharon Holt, illustrations by Marjorie Scott. No, Skipper. Oh, now this picture is obviously the same dog, but can you see that he is creeping along? Skipper was an outside dog. He ate his dinner outside, he chased birds outside, and he slept in a kennel beside the deck. Oh, we saw the deck on the front cover, didn't we? But sometimes Skipper wanted to be an inside dog. He wanted to eat the scraps that fell from Sophie's high chair. No, said Mum. She pointed to the door. Outside, Skipper. He wanted to chase Greg's toy train. No, said Greg. He pointed to the door. Outside, Skipper. And he wanted to sleep on Dad's special chair in the corner. No, said Dad. He pointed to the door. Outside, Skipper. One day the rain came down. It rained and rained and didn't stop. Skipper sat on the deck, looking sad and wet. His dinner bowl was flooded. The grass was flooded. And his kennel beside the deck was floating away. We can't leave Skipper outside in this rain, said Dad. So he opened the door. In came Skipper, wagging his wet tail. Man, look at all the water coming in the door. He ate the scraps that fell from Sophie's high chair. Look at that happy face. He chased Greg's toy train. Look at that unhappy face. He slept on Dad's special chair in the corner. Oh, at last the rain stopped. Outside, Skipper, said Dad. Oh, he's going to get a nice juicy bone. It's pretty lucky. Right, so the poem today is more the same as every other day, except that there's something that I'd like you to note. So the sound that we're looking at is qu, which is really just that. So if I cover up that, qu is the sound that we're looking at. But qu is a bit of a funny letter in that it cannot be on its own. So you will only ever see qu, except in people's names, because that's the exception to the rule, but you will only ever see qu hanging out with a. But when we say qu, can you hear an a sound? Qu, a. So we don't say that. He's a silent partner. He is there supporting the kwa, but he doesn't say anything. Okay? So we've got kwa, quack, quack. The little ducklings want to play. They all quickly swim away. When Mother Duck says quack, 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 all her ducklings come swimming back. Quack, quack, quack. So the action is your hands quacking. Quack, 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 quack. Right, let's see if we can get some music. Oh, we've got technical difficulties.
The little ducklings want to play. They all quickly swim away. When Mother Duck says quack, 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 all her ducklings come swimming back. Quack, quack, quack.
Okay, so obviously from the poem you've spotted that our sound is kwa. Here we have it on a card. Again, the same thing. We say kwa. We don't say kwa-a. We don't say kwa-a. So when we see these two together, this guy is the silent partner. Kwa. Something else to note is that when we write it, which we'll see in a little bit, we have a flick on the end. And you can see this in this kwa card. We've got a flick on the end. This flick actually isn't right either because it needs to have a sharp point. But what I'm trying to illustrate is that this is the one that you'll see often in a book, and it's the one where you have to remember that it's meant to have a flick on it. So even though it doesn't have the flick, it is still a kwa. Kwa was really hard to find things for, so really I've only got this picture and I'm going to draw a picture, and that's pretty much it. So with the kwa, we have a quail, and the quail is quilting. So the quail is making a quilt. And the other thing is we have a lovely person who I'm sure has a gorgeous smile and is just the loveliest person you'll know. And we know it's a she. There's something special that this she wears on her head. Perhaps she wears a prettier one than Mrs. Galloway's drawing. And she is a... Oh, better give us some eyebrows. She is a queen. Oops, that looks like an evil eyebrow, doesn't it? A queen. While we're practicing the kwa, we're just going to do it on its own. We're not going to do it with its silent buddy. The we're just going to do it on its own. So again, lots of times we've talked about that most of our letters start at the top, so we need to be starting at the top. Kwa is a really cool letter because we make many letters the same. So we make the C, the O, the G, the A, the D, the number 9 are all made the same way. Okay? So if you can master the K, the letter C, then you are going to be a great writer of all of these, and including the kwa. So we start, make it nice and big, we go around, up, so you can see it's beginning to look like an A, but then we go down, so it has a long stick, but we're not making a monkey's tail, we're making a flick, and just a little flick, and then we make the sound kwa. So around, up, down, flick, kwa. Around, up, down, flick, kwa. Around, up, down, flick, kwa. On the line, because it's a lowercase, a little letter, we start from the purple, so we go around, up, down, and then it hangs off the line, flick, kwa. Around, up, down, flick, kwa. Your turn. Make the sound, kwa. Great job. Something that I would like you to note is that this is really important. Can you see that the lines make me more consistent? So here, the quiz are all over the space, all over the shape, all over the size. They're just all over the show. Whereas having lines makes me work in a formal, concise way, and it makes me consistent so that each of my quiz look the same. Right, heart words. I'll put them up, you read them, and then at the end I'll read them. Okay, let's read them together. My, said, went, the, going, to, I, she, he, was, of. Great work, team.